Hello everyone and welcome back. So today's mani tutorial is on this lovely gemstone spider mani with glow-in-the-dark spider webs. So there's not a whole lot of products involved with this, and I also use molds to make the gemstone, but you can buy gemstones that are shaped like that already in those colors. But I use a mold to make it. And I have the stamping plate that I used here, which is M316. The base color is this lovely blue from Beetles, and I don't have a name, but I do have a number. It's F054. I used black gel polish from Beetles for the black rhinestone. I used Beetles matte top coat, no wipe. Beetles no wipe regular top coat. She Modern's white sticky stamping polish. Born Pretty's black stamping polish, so any black stamping polish will do. And glow-in-the-dark powder pigment that glows blue. Specifically cayenne is the color it says that it glows. Let's see if I can get it to show for you guys. So turn off the lights. As you guys can see, it glows in a nice blue. You'll need a nice fluffy brush for powder application and small black rhinestones. So I used 2 coats of the blue, and now I'm going to do 1 coat of matte top coat. And I'll explain that in just a second. So the reason we are doing a matte top coat is because we don't want the pigment to stick to the gel polish. So what we do is we put the matte top coat so it will not stick to it, and then we will stamp the white sticky stamping polish with the webs and apply our pigment. Okay, so while we are waiting on that, we're going to go ahead and fill in our gemstone. So I'm going to we're going to use, get the camera to focus, come on, this one right here in this top corner. Come on, focus camera. going to dab. That is more than I needed. Oopsie. So let's remove some of that, because that is not going to cure properly with that much in there. Okay, so I'm going to swap out here. Stick the rhinestone in the mold for 60 seconds in lamp. And while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and start doing our spider webs. So, we're going to take our She Modern Sticky Stamping Polish in white, and we're going to use this image right here. Now make sure when you scrape enough off, because this stuff is a very slow drying stamping polish, and you can get parts that you do not want to pick up if you're not careful with it. So once you're done picking up your spider web, go ahead and place down on the nail. Okay, so this next part, you can't just let it sit for too long because it will finish drying. So this next part, after you've stamped, you want to go in with your powder and kind of tap it on. Let's start by tapping it on very gently so it doesn't smudge anything. And tap it into your stamp very gently. And after you're done tapping it very gently in, you need to very gently brush away the excess pigment. Okay, so on the gemstone, now that it is done, you can finish applying the rest of the gel to make our gemstone. So now, going to go in like so. And then we're going to cure that for 60 seconds. Take our sticky stamping polish. Pick up our spider web. Apply to the nail. And tap in our powder. And then gently brush off the excess. I'm going to do this to all the nails. Pick up our spider web. Tap in our powder. And gently brush off the excess. Place our spider web. Dust off the excess. Okay. Do this one more time. Okay, So once you have applied all of your spider webs and your pigment powder to your spider webs, this is what it'll look like. So now I'm going to grab the ring finger. I'm going to set that one off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and top coat with regular no wipe top coat from Beetles on the thumb, the index, and the middle and pinky fingers. And I'm going to go ahead and pop that in the lamp for 30 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this homemade rhinestone out of the mold. Did I oopsie on this one? Yeah, I did. It's not cured all the way through. Okay, so we'll redo that. It's not cured all the way through, so it's got a soft spot. Okay. That can happen sometimes. Be careful with that. So we'll redo that gemstone. Excuse me. So I'm going to try that again. Be careful not to go too thick. Otherwise it will not cure. Okay, pop that in the lamp. And while we're waiting on that, I'm going to go ahead and grab my black stamping polish and I'm going to pick up this spider image right here. And I'm going to remove the butt of the spider. And the little decorative around it, as well as any excess imagery. Then I'm going to place this across the nail diagonally, like so. This is what it looks like. Okay. Pop that in the lamp for another 60 seconds. Now that I did another layer. Okay, that's all I need the stamping plate for. Okay, so now we're going to go in on this rhinestone just one last time. We're going thinner and doing 3 layers instead of 2 this time, so hopefully it will cure properly. Okay, let's go ahead and cure that. All right. So we need our, I forgot to mention, I have rhinestone glue that I also used from Beetles. So now we're going to take and we're going to dab just a little bit of rhinestone glue. Here at the bottom of the nail, and where the spider butt would be, and spider body. I'm going to add a layer of no wipe regular top coat. Without curing yet. And this is where I put a small black rhinestone. Right here in the middle of the body, essentially where the head would be. And let's pull out crafted one. Well, this is interesting. Does not want to come out of the mold. I do not know why. Oh. Well, this worked just fine earlier, and now we're having issues. I couldn't even pull that out of it nicely without it getting completely mutilated. Okay. So let's try this. I have no idea what happened there. Okay. It's solid. So, I don't know. It did not want to come out nicely. Let's try this one last time before I change what product I use. Alright. I'm going to fill it with top coat instead of just doing solid. The outside will still be black. It's another method that can be used. Okay. Dang it. Okay. This should fix our issue. There, anyway. Okay. Well, this mold acted like a one-time only use mold. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Okay. I do not know what happened with this particular mold, but something's not up with it. Something's up with it. Something's not quite right. I'll have to look at it. This one may be one that requires a type of release. Finding good quality molds is not easy. This one is definitely this can be fixed though. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the lamp. I think I'm going to have to buy a new mold. Probably from a different seller. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to repair this. Oh, they're damaged spots. I'm going to take black gel polish to it. Gently. Going cure for 60 seconds. And go in with top coat. Carefully apply a thin layer of no wipe top coat to the body, and then apply in the lamp for 30 seconds. And there you have it, guys. So that is how I created this lovely spider mani with glow-in-the-dark spider webs. So go ahead and show you guys what this looks like when it's glowing. So that is how it looks when it's glowing in the dark. And I hope that you all enjoyed this mani tutorial, and I'm sorry about the hiccups with my mold. Not all molds are like that where they're practically a one-time use only. However, that one is one of those flubbies that sometimes happens where after you use it 1 to 2 times it just decides it doesn't want to work anymore. I don't know why, but sometimes something to do with the production of it, it just doesn't like to release. So that one was just one of those moments. I'll have to just get a new one and try a different brand and see if that one works better. But aside from that, this is how I did it, guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And I hope that you all are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be, wherever you're watching this. And I hope you all are having a good, I hope you all enjoyed this video. And until next time, guys, thank you all for watching. Bye.